All right, President Trump weighing in on allegations that CNN blackmailed a Reddit user who created a video of the president body slamming a mocked-up CNN character. The controversy began after the network suggested it would release the man's identity if he engaged in offensive online behavior again. Here's the president.
What CNN did was unfortunate for them. As you know now, they have some pretty serious problems. They have been fake news for a long time. I think they've hurt themselves very badly, very, very badly. And what we want to see in the United States is honest, beautiful, free, but honest press. We want to see fair press.
Many others took to Twitter to blast CNN over the allegations, including Donald Trump Jr. He writes, quote, "If only CNN spent as much time tracking down info on the IRS, targeting Fast and Furious, Iran deal, etc., as they did a meme writer, hashtag CNN blackmail," which, by the way, was trending #1 all over Twitter, CNN blackmail. Meanwhile, Republican Senator Ted Cruz reaching to the controversy by suggesting the network may have broken the law, posting, quote, "Troubling, I assume CNN's lawyers are examining the Georgia law on theft by extortion." So to break this down a little more, Dean, CNN tracked down allegedly the person, which this may not even be it, someone from Reddit who made the meme of Donald Trump fake attacking CNN in the wrestling meme that he ended up tweeting. And then they tracked them down and basically demanded an apology from them and said, "I'm going to release your information on the internet. And what do you have to say for yourself?"
Yeah, they're going to dox him and put all the information out there. And that's a horrible, horrible thing to do. Listen, that last little bit at the end of there, and we won't release the name if the person continues to comply, etc. That's the part that's really damning and awful. It looks terrible. And what CNN has basically done is guarantee that there will be Trump whipping CNN booty all over the place in memes for the next 10 years.
But you know what? This is not just unethical. This could be illegal. It's called blackmail or extortion. And that's why Senator Cruz tweeted out the statute in Georgia, which doesn't allow for that kind of threat. In other words, CNN is very cognizant of the fact that if they release this guy's name, he will be subject to all kinds of hate, possibly physical injury, his family, his job. There are tremendous consequences. You've got in New York coercion in the second degree, where if someone has a right to do something and you say, if you do that, like free speech, if you do that, then we are going to expose you to hatred or possible personal injury. And you've also got a federal statute. So now they have to look very seriously by saying to this guy who did the meme, look, if you've got to promise that you won't do anything like this again, and if you don't, we're not going to leak this out at your name or who you are. That's extortion. That's blackmail. This is not near the line, it's on the line. So now you're going to see CNN say, oh, no, he offered to say that himself. We would never expose him to further danger. And if this guy gets in trouble, he's got a personal injury lawsuit, as sure as the way I look at if they release his name. Or they can release it very quietly and not make it attributable to them.
It's a leak for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the things I think is so interesting about this whole tweeting conversation is you kind of have to look back, I think, at the President Trump's tweets from a different level. I mean, everybody who's really good on social media right now has a very specific audience and they have a very specific message, and they feed the people that are on their feed daily with the same sort of stuff. You look at everybody who's great, Sean Hannity, Eric Bolling from here, even people like Ellen DeGeneres, who's always feeding her fans rainbows and unicorns, And President Trump is keeping his base engaged through his whole presidency through these tweets. But it's the people that hate him who want to take it all very literally. And you also wonder that while he is keeping his base engaged, is it interfering with the policy? But they don't understand the whole marketing through social media thing where it's very targeted.
But even beyond that, Trish, you're talking about somebody who's sitting at home on their computer making a joke. I didn't find that tweet offensive at all. It was joke wrestling. Now possibly being exploited by a national news network. It's very serious.
That's kind of messed up. No, I mean, I think the judge is right on this one. They're on the line. They may have crossed that line. And, there may be some repercussions here. In other words, why not just put the guy's name out, right? If you're a news organization and you want to report on this and he's part of the story, why did he make this meme, et cetera, then he's part of the story and you can justify putting his name out. But to threaten him in any way that we might put your name out if you don't, do what we ask.
Or if you continue to express your First Amendment rights, then then we're coming after you. We're going to dox you.
Well, it looks
it's illegal.
like CNN may be faced with a lawsuit soon. We're outnumbered in just a moment. We'll be right back.